Nigerian police is fast becoming one of the problems we are having in this country. Whether you are talking about the one in Abuja or the one in Lagos.
Nigerian government are trying so hard to be like America, but they forget that they can never be like American.
They want monthly rent in Lagos. Have you seen what landlords are currently doing with annual rent? Monthly rent might sound like a good idea on paper, but for a city like Lagos.
Hey, what up, guys? So on today's news, we're going to be talking about what is happening in Nigeria generally, politics, entertainment, and of course our everyday life, guys. So Randall Peter came out and he was comparing JAMB to INEC, guys. You know, the chairperson of JAMB came out and was saying that was a glitch and that he's responsible for it and that there's going to be something done about it, guys. Now he's sending the same message to the INEC chairman that the same glitch that happened with the election in 2023 is what we are out to fight in 2027, you know, because there was a glitch and after that glitch nothing was done and the same election and the same vote of people were still rigged, you know. And this has been his cry for some days now about the petition he submitted, because we don't want the same thing to happen again, where people will be made to vote and still their vote is not going to count, you know. We do not want that kind of situation again. So this time around he's telling this JAMB chairman that other than just crying and showing pity for what has happened, that he should also resign and they should do a proper check to know what is really going on in JAMB, because a lot of times people have actually been told that they failed, and we don't know if this is one of the reasons this thing has been happening since, you know, until now that he came out and took it upon himself to admit that this thing is really true.
The registrar for JAMB, Professor Ishak Oloyede, sir. You see, they try to focus on this 30 days countdown on electoral reform so that we not go lose focus, Nigerians. But this issue of JAMB, they give us very important lessons where we supposed to learn as a people. Not be honest, say we go just they talk, complain about the thing where happen. So we must not be bad students of history. We must learn the necessary lessons, and that is why we must talk about them. So the JAMB registrar, Professor Ishak Oloyede, I greet you, sir, and we thank you as you come out, can't take responsibility for the error where you talk say happened for JAMB exam this year. You said there was a glitch. Now you make the result where come out for 5 states in the southeast and Lagos states. There was error, and then you shed tears. We thank you, sir. Now that place night you take better pass INEC chairman, because both of you are similar. You they related in some things. The similarity you get, we say both of you get glitches. The INEC chairman have glitch in 2023 election. You have glitch in this year JAMB exam. But the difference, we say you come out, you shed tears, and then you take responsibility. INEC chairman no shed tears. He no apologize. In fact, even the grandstand, and he's still parading himself as an unbiased electoral umpire, which is a disgrace. But our dear Professor Ishak Oloyede, sir, if you have any integrity in you, and you know that under normal systems, you should voluntarily resign and be out of that office. The same way the INEC chairman should have tendered an unreserved apology, resign from office and be under investigation for the conduct of 2023 election. Yes, sir. Now the right way to handle matters be that. Because, Professor, sir, Nigerians, the lesson where we must learn from this thing be say, we must ask the questions. If not be say the children and the parents of the children where they affected for this JAMB issue, all of them come out, they protest, they reject the result, talk say no be their result. JAMB in the beginning been they reject them, but later on when they mount serious pressure, JAMB had to do investigation. If not for that protest, shall we for carry out any investigation? Shall we for agree and know say there was a glitch where caused the error for there? Waiting be the guarantee where we get to know say all other JAMB results where we done the right, say the result where JAMB they give people now their actual results. What is the guarantee? Nigeria. That is the same thing where we say we go fit learn from 2023. The same INEC chairman come out, talk say there was a glitch. Nobody talk anything. All of us accepted the result of criminality and rigging, and everybody move forward. And that is why all of them, they try to consolidate on the same criminality they did in 2023 for 2027. Nigerians, now the lesson be that. If nobody comes out to speak up and stand your ground, there will be no change. Now the same JAMB now go set exam. He go put time for exam 6 a.m. and the town where they're supposed to go right now from far place from where the children did. Anyhowness in the complete system, nobody is held accountable. Nobody can be questioned. That is how Nigeria runs, on recklessness and irresponsibility. And the current chairman said, register self, he they try. The former one, you remember Professor Dibu Ojerinde? You remember? For JAMB to come out with this unfortunate and regrettable and distasteful statement, say that man proposes and God disposes. That is the statement from a government agency where the cause of your irresponsibility has led to the death of a young girl. And you they put out, say that man proposes, God disposes. Everybody that is part of this process, you should be thoroughly ashamed of yourself. All of them are supposed to they shed tears for JAMB because another family they mourn their own pikin as a result of this kind of failure. So yes, the professor supposed to they shed tears. But my dear Nigerians, if we not pick up the lessons and think of how to fix the electoral process to be able to hold these leaders accountable, there will be nothing that will change. In normal situations, every government institution must have a public watchdog, an independent inspector general, to be able to audit those institutions. There must be the police of a police, and that will come by institutional reform. So if you they claim to be activists, advocates, or you like Nigeria, and you are not talking about governance and how elections go better, you are being mischievous. You know what you are doing. Unless the only thing where you dare be say you are not interested in solving the real issue because it will put you out of business. Because for many people, the more there is anarchy, the more you have issues to discuss. But if we want to focus on the root cause of the problem, it has to begin with fixing INEC and electoral reform. There can be no democracy without free and fair election. This must be our focus before 2027. If not, there are many more years of JAMB glitches, INEC glitches, insecurity, inflation, hunger. It will only get worse. Fix INEC. My name is Peter for Nigeria.
Now this brings me to what is happening in Benin City, guys. You know, I've been talking about brutality, police brutality here and there, over and over and over again, and it's getting serious, guys, that the policemen in Benin City particularly has taken it upon themselves to make Benin City a living hell for young boys, guys, because you cannot rest when you are living in Benin, guys, because those guys are always on the road, they are always on the run, they are always there to stop boys, and every single boy in Benin City right now has something to do with cyber crime. Because why would the policeman stop you and want to get money from you if he doesn't think that you are into fraud or something? And it's getting out of hand, guys, and this guy had something to say about that, guys, and I'll just play what he had to say for you in this video, guys.
Nigerian police is fast becoming one of the problems we are having in this country. Whether you are talking about the one in Abuja or the one in Lagos or the one in Benin, or everywhere, there are some bad elements in the Nigerian police that has taken it upon themselves to always be on the negative lights. The incidents happening in Benin every single day is one of the factors and one of the reasons why I came online the other time and I said we will be paying a courtesy visit to the Commissioner of Police, where we are going to air our grievances, where we are going to air the challenges that youths are passing every day on the streets of Benin. Police no one lets you drink water drop cup. Now issues where we say we get. And finally, we had the privilege of meeting up with the Commissioner of Police, courtesy of a meeting set up by Dopikin, other entertainers kid in, and we were there with the Commissioner of Police. Now we tell Commissioner of Police, say, what did they happen? Which financial targets they give policemen for Benin Road, where we say they no one give boys peace? Any boy where we say they arrest now for Benin, you go owe 200,000, 500,000, 300,000. All this money where the policemen they carry, where they carry this money they go? And it be like say the Nigerian police are not ready to discipline these officers and set a good example for others. But the Commissioner of Police in his wisdom told us that they are doing everything within their power to curb these elements inside the Nigerian police. Una know say some goods must always be inside the system. The Commissioner of Police will inform us, say, una know that squad where they always dey airport road, where they always they cause problem for airport road if you dey Benin. They say those ones, as I speak right now, they're there for Abuja, they answer query. And the commissioner say he is ready to do anything to ensure say Edo youths are free of these people. Because we don't say there are some certain policemen in this Benin. They don't take say now their duty to their harass youths. When you see youths where we say not do anything, they go just think of how they'll fit frame that youth up, look for bogus charges. Yes, doctor said this one are courtesy. We complained bitterly to the commissioner of police. We told him about the excessive taxation, extortion carried out on the road every day in Benin, and this has to stop. The commissioner don't promise. Say there will be disciplinary measures for those policemen. I beg. If you they stay Benin and you notice that they harass anybody, in your comfort, for your security's sake, record them. Send those videos to us, and I promise you, those officers will be fished out. Because it is time for us to say enough is enough. We can't let that continue in these states.
Alright guys, so concerning this same police brutality and assault and all that stuff that's happening right now, it's high time the youths actually know their rights as youths, you know, and be able to stand by it, because most of these things that are happening is because some of the youths do not even know what their rights is, guys, and they don't know what it's written in the constitution concerning matters like this, guys. So I'm going to be showing you this lady right here who had something to say about what the youths needs to be educated about, or the amount of knowledge the youth needs to know about their constitution and to what effect in matters like these, guys. So I'm going to be showing you what she had to say in this video.
A police officer stops you and says, "Open your phone." You may panic, but must you obey? Hey, my savvy people, how na day? Well, the law is on your side. Section 37 of the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria protects your rights to privacy, and that includes the contents of your mobile phone, your calls, messages, emails, and even apps. Also, under Section 9 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, it is stated clearly, the police must have a search warrant to inspect personal items, including your phone, except where they can prove probable cause, meaning strong facts pointing to an ongoing or imminent crime. In the case of Eze vs. State 2017, the Court of Appeal emphasized that mere suspicion or a feeling is not enough justification to violate a person's constitutional right to privacy. Without concrete evidence or lawful authorization, a search is unlawful and any evidence obtained could be invalidated. The police cannot randomly search your phone just because they feel like it. Now, if you are ever stopped, these are the things you can do. Politely ask the officer to show you a valid search warrant. You can ask clearly, am I suspected for committing a crime? And if it is safe, discreetly record the encounter for your protection. Afterward, if your rights are violated, report immediately to legal aid groups. Your phone is not just a device. It is your private space, protected by law. Stand firm, but stay lawful. Follow me for more legal insights in bite sizes. And until next time, bye.
We're battling the government, we're battling the military, and we're battling security sector. Guys, this is a man who doesn't like success in his community, guys. After confessing that he has been responsible for the buying of a couple of persons who had tried to make an extra move to become great people in his community, he takes their life, guys. And this was what the women made him do after such an act, guys. Now, another thing again, guys, we are going through some hard times already in the country. The youth are protesting every single day, one state or another. There's one hardship going on in the country, and like things are not right, and we are trying to find a stand. And you can imagine the government of Lagos, the Lagos state governor, coming up to come and ask that people would begin to pay rents monthly and quarterly, guys. Do you think this is a problem? This is something that should be considered in a country like this, because the cost of living actually wants to buy the living, guys, and it takes a lot of people the whole year to put their rents together. And this is what the Lagos governor is saying, that they should start paying rent weekly and monthly. And a lot of people had something to say about this, and actually they came after the governor, guys. And I'm going to be showing you some videos of what some people had to say about this and their reaction to what the Lagos governor Sanwo said about paying of rent, guys.
Do you prefer to pay rent monthly, or do you prefer to pay rent yearly? Because the Lagos state government is about to introduce a monthly and a quarterly rent payment system to help the low income earners. Now, why this is very commendable, as it will help the low income earners who cannot raise large sum to pay for a yearly rent, it also comes with lots of challenges, because not everybody are earning monthly in the first place. Some people not even they earn money. They are entrepreneurs, and some are just hoping on God and having faith, and every year they just manage to skate through. So we have lots of challenges that will come with monthly rent system, but it's a good one. However, the state government need to understand that the major problem is not the monthly payment of the rent or the quarterly or yearly payment of this rent. The major problem is that these rents are overpriced. That's number one. Rents are skyrocketing from 100 to 200 to 300%. And number two, the agency, the legal and documentation fee is also a major problem, because you might have a rent of 1 million naira, and then you are asked to pay legal, documentation and agency fee of 800,000 naira. So it doesn't make any sense. So that is the major problem that needs to be worked on. Now I'll be reading the message, and these are the kind of messages that I get every day about rent issues. And this one says, last year my landlord increased my rent from 300,000 to 450,000 last December. In April again, she has increased from 450,000 naira to 1 million naira. My rent is not due yet. Now, these are the kind of messages that I get every day. Rents are skyrocketing. So the major problem that we need solution for is the skyrocketing of this rent. And number two, the agency, the legal and the documentation fee. And thank God we have the DOM app that is solving a critical problem at the moment.
Nigeria government are trying so hard to be like America, but they forget that they can never be like American. Do you know why I say this? Nigeria system are so poor. Nigeria politicians are so corrupt. Our Nigerian leaders, they are so biased, so they can never be like American. Just recently, the Lagos State Governor, Seun, said that he wants every resident in Lagos State to start paying house rent every month. But he forgets that people living in Lagos State, their monthly salary cannot even pay house rent a year. How do you expect them to pay house rent every month in Lagos? First of all, Sanwo, with all due respect, if you want the people of Lagos State to start paying house rent every month, you people should start paying their salary every week. Yes. Since you guys want to be like American citizens, they receive salary every week. So what is going on? You want the people of Lagos State to start paying house rent every month. Why can't you people provide them with job that we start paying them every week, so that they will be able to pay the house rent? Una go just the reason anyhow, like saying una be robots. Country hard, no job, everybody they suffer. Una still won't carry the struggle, come put for poor man here, make poor man they think, make people buy.
Then again, I showed you a video some time ago about the INEC, the people saying that voter card is not going to be needed anymore because there's going to be another method of voting, guys. Now they are also coming out again to say that there's going to be a fine and a jail time for anybody who doesn't go to voting, guys. Is Nigeria getting better or is getting worse? Because some of the things that are happening currently in the country are some things that should be questioned, actually, guys. So I really want you guys to hear your honest opinion about these guys.
Just in, the House of Representatives are planning to jail any Nigerian citizen that refuse to vote for this coming election, or they will fine the person 100,000 naira. Nigeria! What kind of joke is this? You understand? What kind of joke is this? Okay, now, my own take on this whole situation be say, Is this the same election that the INEC will later ring? They are now telling us that any citizen that refuses to vote, they will jail the person or fine the person 100k. When I see our government, when I see them, they are frustrating us. You understand? They are frustrating us. When in the history or in the law that anyone that refuses to vote, they will jail the person. Now tell me, where in the history? Yes, where in the history? Everybody have their choice. You cannot force me to come outside to vote. Because you and I know that even with my votes, you people can ring the election after the vote and give it to anybody you people want. Let us use this last election as an example. After the Nigerian citizens voted their own candidates, the people of this country, after all the votes, after all the struggle, the INEC people later go ring the election and they give it to the person where they want. Everybody is aware of that. They ring election. Me personally, Tuma, I don't go vote. I don't go vote. I won't see what you now want to do. Oh God, I beg. Kudos.
Alright guys, so about the EFCC guys, for a couple of days now they've been posting pictures of young guys with their black card, cybercrime here, cybercrime there, and there's one question I would want to ask them actually. Are their job just for the young boys who are into this Yahoo of a thing, cybercrime as it's called, or it's actually to anybody who is found wanting? Because guys, if you were to look at this carefully, the people who are actually into this thing, the people who the EFCC should be after are not the people they are after. As a matter of fact, they do not even talk about the people they are supposed to be after, guys, and it's a problem because they keep going for young boys, they keep going for boys who they feel like they need to be questioned about the kind of lifestyle they live, and they keep going for young guys. But it's becoming unbearable, guys, because a young man cannot even leave their house looking good and looking all dressed up, and the EFCC would not want to come after them. They do not want to see you flashy or any kind of lifestyle, even though you are getting your money legitimately, guys. These people are still going to come after you just to investigate, and the people who they should be investigating, they are doing nothing about them, guys. Well, Randy had something to say about this, so I'm going to be showing you in this particular video, guys, what he had to say about it.
EFCC chairman Pastor Olanipekun Olukoyede. Mr. Chairman, I greet you, sir. I watch your interview for Channels Television where you talk say you are going to fight crime and corruption no matter the political party of the person that is involved, whether APC, Labour, PDP or anyone. And I say not true, sir. I hear you. That one are tales by moonlight. So since Mr. Chairman, you dare committed to fighting corruption and crime for Nigeria, that's why I say I should bring this important information to your notice so that it will help you to help us better. Please, Mr. Chairman, you have to attend to this issue. But before I raise the complaint, Mr. Chairman, I say make I ask you, sir. Share this Nigerian EFCC. Is it only Yahoo Boys Corruption Commission? And the only thing where EFCC sabi do na to run after Yahoo Boys and those ones where they press phone and to arrest people where they talk say they spray naira notes for party. Meanwhile, the main Yahoo Boys where they for country, they there for government. And don't get me wrong, I do not support any form of criminality or fraud. Every crime is a crime and it must be prosecuted to a reasonable conclusion. But Mr. Chairman, we know if they chase the symptom of a problem and leave the root cause of the problem now. The main mentors of the Yahoo Boys were there for street, so now government they day. The real Nigeria Yahoo Boys are in government. A country where more than 50% of our budget is outrightly stolen. Mr. Chairman, how many high-profile cases where EFCC don't pursue get conviction for politicians? How many governors EFCC don't send go court? How much be the money?
So now, the Nigeria EFCC claimed that naira mutilation is now a big offense in Nigeria. You understand? That anybody that finds guilty of naira abuse would have to face the consequences and the law that guide this country. Okay, this is not my own reason of even being here to make this video. I want to make this video to enlighten the Nigeria EFCC. You got my point? Okay, now, the Nigeria EFCC, with all due respect, did you guys forget that our own naira don't have any value? Yes, the so-called naira don't have any single value. So what are the insults there? A currency that don't have any single value. Is there any insult bigger than this one? Our currency is a disgrace. We don't have value. Somebody hustle for him money. He go club at be any occasion, go spray the money. You guys went ahead to arrest the person for what reason? You understand? If you guys know what you are doing and you stand against this Naira abuse, you guys should stop being selective. You guys should go all round. Anybody that abuse Naira, you people should pick the person. Not just being selective. You people have the kind of people you arrest. You understand? A currency that don't have value. A currency that don't have, let me just say, a currency, and Naira don't have any respect. So what is such is bigger than this one? Naira that don't have value. You people are not saying that anybody that spray Naira in any club, you arrest the person for what? What is that person offense? What is the person offense? I say, oh no, this is too much. Kodos.
What you're seeing right now, guys, is a patrol vehicle that just came to pick a couple of boys. This is the EFCC guys, crying out loud, picking young boys again. So are young boys the only people who are into this crime? Because it's becoming unbearable, guys. It's becoming unbearable. So you tell me what you think about it in the comment section below, guys.
Jesus, see boys with their pack. Jesus, see boys.
By the way, Kuti had something to say about what happened at the JAMB and what happened or what is happening with parents pressuring their kids unnecessarily, and what it is that we need to do in the community or in our society to better it. Because most of the leadership we have in our countries or in the people we try to be like are not even role models to their own kids, according to Kuti. That most of these people who are politicians, their children are not even looking up to them. Their children are following a career path that is way far from what they are even doing, which means they are not proud of their own parents, guys. So I'm going to be showing you a sneak peek of what Kuti had to say about this particular thing, guys. So if this is the first time you are seeing this channel, guys, do not forget to like and to subscribe, and also do not forget to drop your comment in the comment section below.
Once they kill the African, you stop thinking in your mind. Once you are not African in your soul anymore, once the way is lost, then so people that are involved in our demise, people that are there to lead us astray, are the only ones that are cursed. But they have to not tell you that you say that you cursed because you are poor, because of the violence in your family, between your family have violence because of the lack of love, and all those things boil down to oppression. When you can, that tightness in your chest, in your throat, that tightness has removed the humanity from our own parents, where parents have forgotten that they are parents. Yes, I know we see many of our young girls in Nigeria are bad. Many young girls are doing this, many young boys are doing that. But their parents that expect their children to take care of them while their children are still building their life. While those children are still, see, if your pikin don't make up for life, you don't get money, don't build house, don't marry wife, your pikin don't become your own person. That child must honor his ancestors, must honor his elders if he wants to live long. But until your pikin, as long as your child is still struggling, we see your pikin, some of these people, their pikin stay in their house, their children live in their houses, their children don't rent house because they find girl. They will say they bring money come house to take care of them. What kind of parents are those? But you don't twist person to that level. No, I'm not saying that they are good or bad. I'm explaining oppression to you. I'm not saying that your parents are good or bad. I'm explaining oppression. It is your own duty as a child now, but this is how we must build and understand what's going on. To resist such thing, it is not love. It's not give and take like that. Love doesn't take. Love receives. You understand? You see the difference? Love doesn't take. Love receives. There's a difference between taking and receiving. There's a difference between taking and receiving. In Africa, we take no more pride in raising our children to become honorable people of their own. Our parents, as a parent, your duty is to be behind that child. If you don't get, right? If you don't get as a parent, you should be ready to sell your eye rather than to put pressure on your child. Your duty as a parent is to reduce the burden on the life of your child. Yes, every breathing day of your life, no matter what, you go to any extreme. That's what it means to be a parent. You do that job, no matter what it is. You also you sweat that sweat, you bleed that blood, fam. That is how to parent. Know that the child that is still learning what life, when you don't know yourself, that will tell them what's happening, give your own problem. Children, it's your duty to resist such. And remind your parents that love doesn't take, it receives. They are willing to support, but this means now you don't want, you still need their support. Whatever it is they expect you to be doing outside, whatever that your parents expect you to be doing outside to bring money, make it stand up now. Make you go show away, go the plan, make you go the money come. Make that parents stand up now and go and do that. Whatever it is that parents expect you as a child to be doing. When you define your life in your early 20s, you're not seeing anything. Many people think many of these young people are in the streets hustling because they want pens, that they are hustling because they want week, that they are hustling because many of it starts from the pressure of their parents. Many of them don't take care of their parents, who have made them feel as if they don't take care of them, that they are bad people. So they use other people. You make your children feel less than. All those kind of thinking come from oppression. But if our society was working with right education, right job opportunities, I don't believe that we'll have those kind of relationships. I don't believe that's what we relate with ourselves. But instead of us to be told these things in this manner, in the churches and the mosque, to ignite our revolutionary thinking, Imam and Pastor will tell you it's generational curse that is following you in your family. Or rather, them get generational curse. Now, always generational curse. Now, this girl will kill herself for JAMB. Why do you think the child will fail an exam? See, African parents, stop making your children feel as if something is out there that is more than them. Because for a girl like that to unalive herself, a young girl, because she failed an exam, do you know the pressure that must have been on her to pass the exam? Do you know the pressure that must have been on the girl to pass the exam? Do you know the pressure that must have put on her that she must pass that exam? That okay, she can't fail exam now. The only answer is let me buy myself. I don't care what JAMB do, whatever that's JAMB business. How do we accept such nonsense things that we accept as African people? When we talk about generational cost. We have generational cost. What does that mean? Where is the generational cost in King Leopold's family? King Leopold's family that still rules as the monarch of Belgium. Where is the generational cost in their life after they have killed 15 million African people and stolen trillions of wealth from Congo and African people? Where is the generational cost in Winston Churchill's family's life? In the Queen of England, Prince Charles and all of them, with all the atrocities that the crown committed in India, in China, in Nigeria, in Angola, everywhere that they've gone in their life. See now, where's the generational cost of what they're doing to people in Gaza? Netanyahu and his family, Trump and his family. Where's all those generational costs of Biden and his family? Putin and his family. Where's the generational cost of that atrocities, murder, blood, mayhem, nonsense, propaganda, misinformation, destabilization, crazy that they're spreading all over the world? Where's the generational cost on all that? They don't have generational cost. Obama, thank you, my brother. So you must think in the generational cost line. You know why? Let me tell you why. Let me give you another why. None of them are in anything to build the nation. People that are extracting from the nation, the people they benefit the most from the nation, the people the nation don't give the most to. So that's why our young people behave that way. If the leaders cannot be trusted, then the youth too will be untrustworthy. Because they will behave like their leaders. Yes. That's the truth. That's the lie anybody is saying. That's the lie. Wherever they tell us, say, where the government is the people, they choose the government from the people. They choose the government is the people. The government is a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. They not be saying. Now the behavior of the leader, now they reflect on the people. It's the behavior of the leaders that reflect on the people. Our leaders are shibi with it. That's it. That is it. Cannot take it's a lie. It's a lie. All those things is a lie. The elite of Nigeria, they put many mechanisms to keep themselves where they are. It's not Nigerians that choose them to be there. It's not because we want them to be there that they are there. They impose themselves with different mechanisms on the people. Then they pay all these their stupid news journalists, casters, all these dumb ones to be pointing blame of Nigeria's woes on young people. And I'll say it anyway. It is not young people's duty to develop Nigeria. It is the duty of the elders. Our own job as young people is to execute your plan. Our job is to use our energy to execute your plan. Where is the plan for Nigeria? They don't have plan. Their plan is to do nonsense all over the place. Finish. They don't have plan. Somebody say, Egbon, what's the way out? Jump from Third Mainland Bridge. Jump. Nobody has forced anybody to be alive. The way out. Nobody has forced anybody to stay alive. Have you ever asked yourself or wonder why we live in a world where it is very hard to live? very hard to exist, but very easy to die. Very, very easy to die in this world. But living is so hard. Living is very hard. What kind of people create that kind of world? Ask yourself, just, you know, the question in their mind. Look, the thing that they see on their face. It's so hard to live, but very, 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 very easy to die in this world that has been created. Do you know, say, in a day, if you do, in a year, 10 films, I've watched over 1 million films on how this world is destroyed. But I've never watched any movie on how Africa was free. Even we waiting for Africa, we will suffer for our country. I never seen anybody make film for Nigeria, how we free ourselves for film. See, they don't think for film, say, Nigeria, we got it right, and they decide to make a film about it. See, we were just Nigerians. But even Hollywood, the only movie Hollywood make is how the whole world is destroyed every time. Hollywood that they never make film of how the world was made to be okay, everybody was fine. Oh, really? That's so you could understand the mind that rules this world. The mind that has grabbed your attention. And where that attention that you are giving them, where that mind is leading you to, that you are just giving all your attention. That's how you understand the mind. That mother mind that rules this world. That is leading to destruction. The only thing they imagine is destruction. I tell you, because all our directors in Nigeria, maybe say, oh, I don't know all of them. But most of the directors, they too, they're in that God mind, Allah mind. They too cannot think of writing movie, directing movie, say Nigeria was fine. Nibo. Could it ever happen in Nigeria? But she very fine. Lie. Fine, Babu.
By the way, some people are still walking around stealing, guys. Like, I don't even understand what this country is about, guys. I do not understand what this country is about, guys. So I'm just going to be showing you some other videos at the end of this video. So if this is the first time you're seeing this channel, guys, do not forget to like and to subscribe.
Pack my look. No be smart. I won't say you know near una drawer. Near una drawer. Because this one na packing it came for. What? Na National Assembly. Welcome, good evening. All this one. All this one. Okay. What will I do you now? What am I going to do you now? Should I hand you over to police? Yeah? So you are from Igbo, and I get employed because you are my people. Just for you to come and keep the shop clean and do things. I never even give you uniform. I said I will not give you uniform now. Oh yeah, look at it. Just yesterday, one day at work. One day at work. This is what you've done. Clap for yourself. Oh yeah, clap for yourself. Clap for yourself now. You don't want to clap for yourself. I will call police now. No, clap for yourself. I said clap for yourself. Give me my phone, make I call police. Clap for yourself. I say make you clap for yourself now. Clap, only clap for yourself. I say make you clap. I say go and bring cake. Bring my phone. Clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. Clap now. Your son. So, had it been I didn't come here now? You pack all these things, including this one. Do you know how much you are selling this? Do you know how much you are selling this? And you even remove this one from the pack. Have you used it? Yeah? You have even opened it? No, I never opened it. You never opened it? Where is the carton? Where is the carton? No, I don't even I never used it. Yeah? I will call police now. Where is the carton? Where is the carton? Where is the carton? No, I don't. I don't come out for carton. Ask him. You come out for carton. Which one? I don't use it. You are not serious. I never use it. You are not serious. Which one? The small one? Yes. You. I think I call your agent.